Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. In the last episode, we opened up a little discussion regarding who our farmers should potentially marry. And thanks to all of your responses last week, it seems like Sam actually won the poll by a pretty decent amount. So I guess at some point today, we're going to have to go back down to Pierre's to see if maybe we can get our hands on one of those special fancy bouquets. But today is also Demetrius's birthday, so I'm hoping that we're going to have something to harvest on the farm to bring to him, because he does love to study all of our plants. And it looks like our corn might be ready, so hopefully we'll get some, gold star corn that we can bring to him to give him as a lovely birthday gift. I also remember that we actually have a quest in here for him too. We still need to bring Demetrius a pufferfish. So not only do we need one of these things for the Junimos, but we also need to try to find one for a Demetrius too. So since it's a nice sunny summer day, we might want to go down to the ocean again with our fishing pole in hand and see if we can catch one of those very, very elusive pufferfish. Luckily it is Friday though, so the traveling merchant should be in town, and maybe if we're lucky she'll have one in stock. She was carrying like bushels full of tulips the last time we saw her too, so who knows, maybe she'll have even more than one if we're really lucky. That's probably pushing our luck in all honesty, but we'll give it a shot. Now let's make sure we get our milk from all of our cows, and our new little baby goats too. They're not ready to give us any milk of course, but eventually we will have some nice goat milk to give to the Junimos too. I'm pretty sure that was one of the very last things that we needed for some of those bundles. And then there's the bulletin board too, which I know we have a couple of things that we can donate to. The Wizard's bulletin board bundle asked for wine, I believe, which we can make if we put some fruit inside one of our kegs. And then he also wanted to get his hands on some oak resin, and I know that we definitely have some oak resin inside one of those many chests. If I remember correctly, we actually put a tapper on one of the oak trees very far off on our farm that I always manage to forget about, but I know we saved that oak resin somewhere. In fact, there it is right inside our chest. We have 3 of these too. So the wizard should be quite pleased with us if we drop that into his bulletin board bundle. I'm sure he's been waiting for it for a very long time. But we'll want to make sure that we save just one of these gold star ears of corn. We'll save that right inside our inventory so we can drop that off at Demetrius's. He does love the strawberries too, but I think he would like a good fresh crop for his birthday. We have these strawberries sitting in here waiting to give them all throughout the seasons. Maru loves them, Demetrius loves them. In all honesty, the strawberries seem like a pretty decent gift to give to anybody. I thought about planting some of them inside our greenhouse just so we would have a endless supply of the strawberries to give to Demetrius and his family. We do still have 10 strawberry seeds left over, so that is something that we could possibly do. But I'm also considering maybe just buying a whole bunch of blueberries and putting them in there too. I mean, we have had such wonderful luck with the blueberries so far. We get tons and tons of blueberries from these single harvests, and that's because we have so many of the blueberry seeds planted in the ground. So if we can get some more and pop them into the greenhouse, then we would have basically an endless supply of blueberries all throughout the seasons, and hopefully that would give us quite a bit of extra gold too, especially in the winter time. I also heard that apparently you can plant the fruit trees in here, so we might want to take a look at possibly getting one of those pomegranate trees, because I'm pretty sure that was yet another one of the things that we need for this enchanter's bundle. Yeah, he wants a lovely little pomegranate to put inside his bundle as well, and the rabbit's foot. That's the very last thing that we're not going to be able to get right away, because unfortunately we don't have rabbits just yet. But we can give him the oak resin. We should be able to give him the wine once that orange is done in the keg, and then we should be one step closer to friendship with the wizard. To start the day off though, I do want to go down to the traveling merchant just to see what she has in her stock. That seems like it's going to kind of set the theme of the day, or set the pace of it anyway, to see if we need to go right back down to the beach to see if we can find any of those pufferfish. Let's see, we have some lovely pancakes up here. Those look very good. It gives us a boost in foraging too if we ever need to forage something up around the town. We have some pike, which I don't think we need in the bundles. Oh my gosh, and the pufferfish. Yes, she actually has a pufferfish. Well, I am going to buy this right away. We are going to make very good use of this. Unfortunately, that was the only one that she had in her stock, so I guess we're going to have to give this one to the Junimos just so we can get a little bit closer to completing all of the bundles. Then we might as well go down to the beach, pufferfish, like I assumed, and see if we can find one for Demetrius too. The pufferfish only stay out until 4 p.m., so we have a super short window of opportunity to actually catch one. Oh, Sam is outside of his house, possibly waiting for us. Sam is trying to do a kickflip. He's acting cool. He's not gonna talk to us right now. He's acting like he's too busy, but he must know that we have plans for him later today. We just have to see if we can get our hands on this pufferfish first. Oh, and Haley's out on the beach too. We haven't talked to Haley in absolutely ages. Did she lose something here? She looks like she's a little bit worried. Jess, come here, quick. My bracelet is gone. I know I had it on when I got here. Oh no, she must have lost it somewhere in the sand, but now it's gone and I can't find it anywhere. Well, don't worry, I'm sure we can help you out. I wonder if maybe it's a special bracelet too. Something that she feels like she can't really replace. I'll never find another one like it. I'm really sorry, Haley. Yeah, something tells me it wouldn't be a good idea to tell her that we can buy her a new one. Something tells me that this is very, very special to her. Maybe it'll wash up on another shore. I can't bear to think of it at the bottom of the ocean. Oh no, did you lose it way off in the water? I'm not sure if we're going to be able to find it if that's the case. Sorry, great-grandma. I lost your precious bracelet. Please forgive me. Oh, Haley. So it was from somebody special. Could she have dropped it nearby? Oh yeah, I bet we could find it. Maybe it's actually like under one of these little wiggly worm patches, but it doesn't look like we can get our hoe out, so hopefully that's not it. We have some coral down here, some coral over there as well. Yeah, I'm not seeing your bracelet, Haley. Oh, wait a second. Is that actually it way, way up there? That might just be right behind Elliot's house. Let's bring it back and see if this is the thing that she was looking for. It had a nice blue gem on the front, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is what she wears. Is that? It must be then. You found it. Oh, she's so happy. Oh, giving us a little hug too. Thank you so much, Jess. You're a lifesaver. Look at our face. We were absolutely shocked by that. I won't forget what you did for me here. Oh, Haley, that was adorable. I'm glad that we managed to find it. Way behind Elliot's house, too, so maybe she was doing a little bit of snooping. Or maybe she was poking around our crab pots, who knows. But let's see if we can maybe catch one of our own elusive pufferfish. We do have one for the Junimos, but it would be super if we could bring one to Demetrius, too, on his birthday of all days. We have our corked bobber on here as well, so hopefully that means it'll be a little bit easier for us to actually catch these very, very slippery fish. Let's see, it's going to increase the size of the fishing bar, so it makes it much easier to keep it around the fish, of course. Yeah, so far we've been pretty lucky with this thing, and oh no, not the red mullets again. Anything but the red mullets. Last time we were down here looking for pufferfish, that was literally the only thing that we could find. Is it going to be the same today? I mean, honestly, we're almost out of time, so we're going to have to pick up the pace if we want to find this pufferfish. We do have a little treasure chest that we might as well grab that too. Now we have to get the fish, otherwise we're going to lose all of that treasure. I don't think it'll be too hard though, and something tells me this is probably yet another one of those red mullets. Yeah, I could tell. It seemed very, very similar. And this was a very heavy chest. 2 anchors. It may have belonged to ancient pirates. So I think that means that we may have already donated that to Gunther. Typically, if we need to donate it to him, it says that he might be interested in seeing it. But with that seaweed, we have lost our chances of getting any pufferfish today. So instead, we'll just go straight up to Demetrius's house and wish him a happy birthday, because I'm sure he's waiting for us very, very patiently by now. It is getting a little bit late, so we don't want to accidentally lose our chances of that either. Our window of opportunity for Demetrius is also gradually closing, but we can't lose out on all this coral. That'll make us some good gold in the end too. Now let's see if he's still in his house. It is a Friday, so I believe he likes to go to the saloon with his wife, and I think that might be the case. Typically he's always right inside his lab over here if he's home. So most likely he's at the Stardrop Saloon, probably dancing with Robin. That's a good way to spend his birthday. He must be having fun. I wouldn't be surprised if Gus is also cooking him up something very, very nice for his birthday supper. But let's see if he's in. Oh, Gus, we're going to talk to you first. It looks like nobody is here right now, which is a little bit concerning. Hi, Jess. Hey, Gus, do you need some help with something? You're staring very, very intently at this lantern on the table. Oh, I'm just looking over last month's earnings, and it's not looking very good, Jess. The worst thing, and I hate to say this because she's my friend, is Pam. She hasn't paid off her tab in weeks. But I can't ask her to do it. I know she'll get defensive, and I don't want to hurt her feelings. Oh, poor Gus, that's a bit of a rough situation, isn't it? He's very good friends with Pam, and he needs to keep his business afloat, but Pam has her own troubles too. Jess, you gotta help me. Oh boy, we're gonna have to make a decision here, aren't we? And there's Pam too. Oh, just in time, Pam. Hiya. Gus, I'm awfully thirsty, if you catch my drift. Oh dear, Pam. Well, okay, Pam. Oh, Gus. Oh, poor Gus. He seems like he's a little bit of a pushover, in all honesty. He needs to stand up for himself. Jess, what's going on here? You need to pay your tab right now, or the saloon isn't doing well financially. I wonder if that would be a good way to kind of just hint it without being outright rude. You need to pay your tab right now. Let's tell her that the saloon isn't doing very well, and maybe she'll get the hint. She'll realize that she might need to pay off her debts here. It isn't? That's terrible. Oh. Yeah, I think she may have gotten the hint. Uh-oh, or maybe not. She looks super mad now. Well, I guess I'd better pay off that tab then. Well, looks like she is doing the right thing after all. I guess she did have a little bit of money stashed away, but I wonder if that's going to hurt her later on. Thanks, Pam. That being said, if she doesn't have the money to buy the drinks, maybe she shouldn't be coming. And thank you, Jess. Now let's get you that drink, Pam. Now that your debts have been paid. And there we go. There's everybody in the town dancing over here, having their drinks and whatnot. Well, Demetrius, we finally have your birthday gift ready for you, and I hope you like this. A birthday gift? That's very kind of you. I love it. You're welcome, Demetrius. Sorry that it's a little bit late, though. That means that we should have just enough time now to hopefully go down to the community center and drop off all of these other things. Our pufferfish, of course, and the oak resin, too. Thank goodness the traveling merchant had one of those pufferfish, so at least we don't have to worry about losing our chance at completing that bundle. The quest is another story, but at least we can still visit the traveling merchant every single time she's in town, and hopefully we'll see that pufferfish again in her stock. But it should be in the specialty fish bundle. There we go, we can drop that right in here, and now all we're missing is that sandfish. And I'm pretty sure we actually have to travel a little bit to get one of those, but at least we're one step closer. Now the Enchanter's bundle. We can place our very first item in here, the lovely oak resin, and pretty soon hopefully we'll have some wine for him and we'll be able to buy that pomegranate. And I think since we're here, we might as well complete one of these bundles as well in the vault. We still need to donate about 35,000 gold between the both of these. So let's start small. We'll do 10,000 for now and we'll collect our reward too. A lightning rod. Oh, excellent. That's pretty good for the season, all things considered. We can place that down and hopefully if we have any more nasty storms, we won't have to worry about our crops being completely demolished in the process. And not only that, but the battery packs that we get for them tend to sell for a pretty good price. So we'll be making gold hand over fist pretty soon, making all that gold back that we just gave to the Junimos to repair the bus. Yeah, I'm looking forward to repairing the bus because if I remember correctly, the bus will take us to where we can get some of these super special items. One of you mentioned that's also where we might be able to pick up that star fruit, the star fruit seeds, so maybe we could grow some of those inside our greenhouse. And then some of you also mentioned that the ancient seed might be the best thing for us to grow just because we won't have to plant it again and it gives us quite a bit of gold for those final fruits. I'm not 100% sure if we still have the fruit inside our fridge. I will give that a check because if we could possibly place that into the seed maker, which I'm pretty sure we have the crafting recipe for, somewhere in here if we can manage to find it. There it is, the seed maker. Yeah, if we throw one of our crops in here, then it should give us the seeds to plant some more. And we do actually have 3 ancient fruits inside our fridge, so I guess that's also another possibility if we don't want to have an entire greenhouse full of blueberries. But I think I am still going to plant some of those at least. It's going to take a while before we have enough ancient fruits to fill the place up anyway, so it might be a good idea to have something working alongside it, just for a little early profit. Now I suppose we should head to bed because we do have quite the day planned for tomorrow. We're going to have to go visit Pierre's bright and early to make sure that we can gather up some seeds, of course, for our greenhouse, but also that super special bouquet. I'm sure Sam is getting very, very anxious by now if he has heard wind of our plans. And look at all of that gold, too. Oh my gosh, the blueberry jelly really gave us quite a profit today. I bet that's because we became an artisan recently. We actually leveled up in farming enough to pick our profession, and I chose artisan because it tends to make us most of our gold. So look at that, we have almost completely restored all of our gold from the Junimo donation that we just made. That's pretty good. Not bad at all, so we might be able to donate to them again pretty soon. I wanted to say thanks for taking an interest in my work. Here's a cooking recipe that I like from Demetrius. Oh, he gave us the Autumn's Bounty. That's adorable. So I guess he was really, really appreciative of the lovely, oh my goodness, gold star corn that we gave him for his birthday. Yeah, this is exactly why I thought it might be a good idea for us to get some blueberries in that greenhouse. I mean, look how many blueberries we just harvested. Over 100 inside our pockets. So we can save some more inside this chest, of course, for possibly making more jellies, because that really seems to be our best source of income right now. Then we can sell off all of the extras and we will have plenty of gold to take with us back to Pierre's. We actually just went to him recently to buy the rest of our backpack upgrade, the very last upgrade that we needed to fill up our entire backpack, to stuff it to the brim with treasures from the mines and whatnot. I'm actually looking forward to going back into the mines now that we definitely have room to spare. That'll make it really easy for us to go resource collecting too. We can get coal down there, we can get all sorts of gemstones. We have our eyes out for the aquamarine because that's the very last thing that Emily is looking for. But let's pat Daisy on the head, give her some water, and then pop this orange back into one of those kegs. We might as well keep making wine out of all of these fruits if it'll help make them a little more valuable. And now let's head off to Pierre's. So we'll pick up some of those blueberry seeds, we'll pick up a pomegranate tree if we can, and of course the bouquet. And then we'll have to try to track down Sam while it's still early in the day. That way we'll know that he'll be somewhere out and about in the town, maybe even practicing with his skateboard down by his house again. Somebody has another quest, so let's take a quick look at this too. Leah would like to hire someone to fetch Topaz. You'll be paid for your time. I'm pretty sure we might actually have a Topaz in our chest, so that'll be a little bit easier than finding fish for people. And hello, Abby. It looks like she's ready to go out into the town today as we buy tons and tons of her dad's merchandise. So at this point, I believe we should have just enough materials to hopefully make some of those Iridium Sprinklers. So I'm going to buy quite a few of these blueberry seeds because we should have enough water to keep them all properly growing all throughout the seasons. Then of course we need our very expensive pomegranate sapling. It takes 28 days to produce a mature pomegranate tree, bears fruit in the fall, only grows if the 8 surrounding tiles are empty, so we'll have to keep that in mind as well. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that we can plant this inside the greenhouse, and I'm hoping that means that it'll actually give us fruit all throughout the seasons too, just like the different seeds that we can plant in there. We'll have to experiment. And then last but not least, the bouquet, a gift that shows your romantic interest. So we'll plop that in our inventory too and go try to find Sam to see if he might accept it. Sometimes we can find him right by the lake with Sebastian. Okay, this is going to be a little bit awkward, giving Sam his bouquet right in front of Sebastian. Let's hope that we give it to the right person too. You want to get more serious? I feel the same way. Oh, that's adorable. So it looks like it worked out very well, and it should change our relationship status inside this little menu here too. There we go. So now we can get our last 2 hearts with Sam. Hopefully we'll find a way to increase that very, very shortly. I guess we could give him some more gifts and whatnot. We do know exactly what Sam likes after all, so that shouldn't be too hard. But let's go back to our farm to make sure that we get all of our work done first. So let's see if we have everything that we need to hopefully make these iridium quality sprinklers. Those should water, I believe, 24 adjacent tiles, so that would definitely help us out. And we'll probably want to upgrade our normal crops too at some point once we have more iridium. But I'm pretty sure with all of the little odds and ends that we've found, we have 2 iridium bars sitting inside our chest. We also need some gold, and I believe the last thing was actually on battery packs. So where did we store our extra battery packs? That is the question. Hopefully I didn't get rid of all of them. We have 3 sitting right next to our little pet snail. Excellent. So that should be just enough to make 2 of these iridium quality sprinklers. So let's get to work. It has been quite a while since we last tilled the soil and whatnot, planting down all of our crops, but for the most part this place should be pretty automated once we get it all set up. So we'll place our first iridium sprinkler right here, I think, and then we'll have to make sure that the other one is spaced out properly. It can water 2 tiles next to it, so the next one should go right here, I think. And there's all of our blueberries done too. So as we have already learned, that can net us quite a bit of gold. But as far as the ancient fruit goes, I think I will actually turn the fruits that we have inside our fridge into seeds. And then hopefully as we continue on, oh, that looks strange. Is that like a rare mayonnaise or something? It doesn't seem to be any higher quality, but I suppose that will still get us the gold that we're looking for. But yeah, as we get more of these ancient seeds to plant in the ground, hopefully we can fill out the spaces and eventually have a greenhouse full of the ancient fruits. That's the goal anyway, but the blueberries at least give us a little bit to work with as we're waiting for all of the seeds that we're going to need. So what do we actually need to make that seed machine? The seed maker, some gold, some coal, and some wood. Honestly, it's not that much, so I think we'll be able to spare a little bit of extra wood to hopefully make it. Do we have enough coal though? Oh my gosh, I think we might be 1 tiny little piece of coal short. Really? We have 9 pieces of coal? Do we not have a single piece of coal in here anywhere? Oh, that is so disappointing. Okay, so we're going to have to go into the mines maybe very, very quickly to see if we can find just 1 tiny piece of coal. It's not too late yet, so I think we might be able to do this. It's not even dark outside, so Jess, as long as she jumps straight into this minecart, might be able to make it just in time. I mean, the coal is relatively easy to find, so as long as we're having a lucky day, it shouldn't be too much trouble for us. Let's jump down all the way to floor 90, in fact, as low as we can possibly go. We do have our sword at the ready, so hopefully none of these nasty monsters will surprise us. And this gives us a pretty good chance to use our backpack to its fullest potential too. We can find some more gold just in case we need that. We have used quite a bit of gold today, so maybe we want to replenish our stock a little bit. We'll go ahead and pick up a couple of these. I did see one of those shadow monsters down there though, so we're going to have to be careful around him. Oh, we should have brought our bombs. That would have been so helpful if we could just blow up all of these rocks in our way. But for the most part, this floor is very quiet. And there's our ladder too, so let's scoot down here before the bats get to us because it sounds like they were on their way. Oh, there's a lot of little enemies hiding around here. We have the rock guy, of course, and there's our piece of coal. Excellent, the little Goomba was hiding the coal after all. We'll get rid of this little slime as well in case he's holding anything special inside him. Tons of coal. Oh my gosh, so all of our enemies were actually stealing the coal from us. That makes sense. They heard that we were coming down here to find some coal, so they gathered up everything that they could fit into their pockets. But that'll be enough to at least make 1 of the seed makers. So let's go back to our ranch before it gets too late. It's already 9 p.m. after all. Time just flies so quickly when you're in the mines, and I'm not even going to turn around and battle you. We are going straight up this ladder. He was trying desperately to get to our poor little farmer, but we are going to have nothing to do with the bats today, thank you very much. And now let's get to work with the seed maker. So maybe a couple of torches would be a good idea to spread around our greenhouse, so that way it's not completely in the dark when it gets super, super late. But then if we go into our crafting menu, we should be able to make this lovely seed maker. So I'm assuming it's probably going to work like a lot of the different machines do, where we place something inside and then we wait. But if that's the case, then this will be a pretty good thing for us to place down here overnight. Yeah, that does seem to be the case. So we can go ahead and pick that up in the morning and then hopefully store it away somewhere until we have just enough iridium to make another one of those sprinklers. Though in all honesty, I suppose we could actually make a quality sprinkler too, just like the ones that we use on the main part of the farm. There wasn't that much space left to water anyway, so that might end up being just enough. But I guess in the next episode, we're going to have to find something to bring to Sam. I think we actually still have some flowers in here somewhere. No poppies, of course. We know better now. We're not going to give him any poppies. But we have the sunflowers, we have the tulips, and we are actually growing our summertime spangles too, which I know he really, really likes. And then on the topaz, we wanted to check if we had some topaz. Oh no, I think we may actually be out of topaz, so we might have to go right back into the mines after all to help Leah out with what she needed. Not only that, but the dwarf's birthday is coming up in just a couple of days, and we know that he really loves the gemstones too, so I guess we'll have to find something special for the dwarf as well. Lots of people needing gifts, but Sam should probably be the #1 priority for us now, especially since he accepted our bouquet, so I'm looking forward to seeing where that relationship is going to go for our farmer too. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!